The Las Vegas Raiders are completely done with OTAs, rookie minicamp, and mandatory minicamp as well. And they have a couple of guys who are really starting to position themselves to have breakout seasons. Now, there's also some rookies that are already fighting for a day one starting job within this football team. In part one, we broke down Dont'e Thornton and his ability to just make a difference right away within this offense as a nasty weapon. 6'4", 4.3 speed, great catch radius. This guy's a difference maker, right? For Geno Smith. But on the opposite side of the football, there's another guy that's slowly starting to shine as a potential star within this defense, Darien Porter. And in this video, what I wanted to do was break down everything he offers to this football team, but more importantly, why I believe under Pete Carroll and with Patrick Graham, this dude has the potential to be the cornerback this team has always been looking for. It feels like they can never find that star DB. This, I know it's early, this could be it. We're going to break down everything you need to know, film, news, highlights, notes. Stay tuned. Before we dive in, comment down below who you believe will break out this season for the Raiders. Let's dive in.
Changing positions after 3 years in college, going from after playing receiver for 3 seasons and then trying to, pick up on corner, which I never really played before. I think that's just about one of the hardest things you can do. And, I think what separated me and allowed me to get to this point was how hard I worked at it. Obviously my athleticism would help me a lot, but, I didn't want to be the guy that had to rely on his athleticism. I wanted to be technical and I wanted to, know everything that I had to know. So taking that knowledge I learned from, playing offense to the defensive side helps me, pre-snap, pick up on things that the offense might be doing. So, I definitely use that to my advantage as well.
Now, as we all know, Darien Porter spent the majority of his collegiate career on the offensive side of the football, playing wide receiver. But one thing people don't tend to notice is how successful he was at DB in such a short area of time, right? Now, what I want to show you is a couple of plays where quarterbacks are going through what we like to call yes-no reads. If you've been on this channel, we talk about these a lot, okay? Now, essentially, what a yes-no read is when you have man-to-man coverage just like this, right? You have 2 deep safeties, but this guy bites up for just a second. And you got a go ball, boom, down that left sideline. A yes-no read is essentially when they take this shot. They like their wide receiver more than they like this DB, right? So, essentially, what we see on this play is quarterback drops back, safety bites up, and boom, now you have a one-on-one ball down that sideline. Darien Porter in these 50-50 situations with no help over the top is actually extremely reliable because of his size, speed, and quickness. Look at this play right here. I mean, this is unbelievable. First of all, turns his head around. Great job. Always want to get that head around to avoid any penalties and to give yourself a shot to make a play on the football, right? He's continue to look up, turns his body completely around. Look at this, right? Spins completely and then comes down with this football. Darien Porter is a different type of athlete. You just don't see all the time. Here's another angle, right? Turns all the way around and picks this thing off. I am super excited about this dude's potential. Again, if his head wasn't turned around right here, boom, they're throwing that flag every single day of the week. Snags that thing out of the air. Beautiful job. All right, look at this. This is incredible, okay? This is one of my favorite plays you'll ever see. Okay, so they're playing in a concept where these guys are pretty much lined up over each other. The thing is, you see outside leverage by Darien Porter, which means he has the outside release, which means if he presses here, right, and this guy breaks inside, he follows and then goes to the outside. He's got this guy, okay? He's got the outside threat every single time. So when this guy initially presses, right, goes in, makes contact, he's trying to drive him inward, and then boom, now he's got a lot of ground to make up. Because essentially you got boom, and you got boom. They've got the leverage. They have that yes-no read, and essentially they're throwing that ball every single time. Again, look at Darien Porter snap that head around and go get a PBU. Almost even got this interception. It is insane how efficient he is at boom. You're getting pressed and you're waiting. You have no idea. You're waiting. Who's going to be the outside break? Now he's got to play catch up. And because he's got that size, speed, quickness. And I'm telling you, this guy is not a normal DB. He's just a little bit different. Now, yes, you have Jacorian Bennett. Yes, you have Eric Stokes and Darnay Holmes. But I would not be surprised at all if Darien Porter ends up being the starting cornerback on the boundary for this defense in a Patrick Graham defense zone. Let him play a little bit of zone. Let him sit in his zone for a little bit, man. He's going to dominate. I'm telling you, he's going to dominate. Again, safety gravitates towards the middle of the field, which means you got a one-on-one down that right sideline. Quarterback's going to say, yep, I'm throwing that ball. Sorry, Darien Porter. We know you're a wide receiver at heart. Move that safety over. Create a one-on-one opportunity. Not today, man. Lamps. I mean, there's no separation. There's no separation at all. Now, guys, before we get any further into this video, I do want to break down some more things about overall mandatory minicamp and whatnot. Do me a big time favor, though. Hit the like button if you want more of these Las Vegas Raider updates, right? There's still a lot of guys we could talk about. We could talk a little bit more about Jermaine Pratt. Cody Lindeberg has looked pretty good. Jeremy Chin has looked explosive. Ashton Jeanty. What I want you guys to do in the comments is comment down below 1 or 2 players that you want me to break down next, okay? We're going to have a bunch of these videos coming out for you guys over the next couple of weeks and months before we lead into training camp. So hit the like button, comment down below who you want me to break down next, and most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we'll be covering the Raiders throughout all of training camp, all of preseason, breaking down individual player film and offense, defense, whatever it may be. Film. We got you guys covered. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family. Let's dive back into the video. Another read here. Yes, no. DB opens up his hips to the middle of the field. They're throwing that football. They have a one-on-one matchup. And again, Darien Porter, great job getting that ball loose. And then last one I really want to show you. Another one, same thing. Press man coverage. You got one safety. Quarterback's going to read the safety. He's dropping back. Right, actually, this is a really bad throw. If I'm being honest with you, this is a terrible decision. Actually, not a bad throw because it's the back shoulder. So again, that's I guess it's not really that bad because this safety's not going to be able to get there. He back shoulders this thing. Great job by Darien Porter. All right, man. I'm telling you, he's coming.
Very talented. You know, he went to Iowa State as a receiver, and then he got moved. He really played basically a year defensive back. So he's still learning the game, but just from a size, speed standpoint or prototype, he's a smart player. You know, just from playing offense, he understands what they're doing. So that helps him in terms of what he's doing defensively. But I think the sky's the limit for him. He's very talented. I'm glad I got him.
Coming into the draft, Darien Porter had a 9.99, almost a perfect RAS score. That stands for Relative Athletic Score. Athletic ability is through the roof when it comes to Darien Porter, and we all knew that. The only thing he didn't have, that was elite was probably the weight, which you can add on in the NFL. His vertical wasn't perfect, but it's also pretty damn good, right? You got great height. He's got a great broad jump, 40-yard dash of 4.30 is insane. 20-yard split, 10-yard split. The dude's got speed, pace, you can't even make up. So, guys, this dude is a freak of nature. I'm so excited about how he's going to fit into this defense early on. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in part 3. Let me know who you want me to break down.